If you dig gardening, then you need to find your way down to Evergreen Home and Garden Showplace and talk with Miss Karen here.
Good morning.
So we're talking grass today.
We're talking grass today.
Because as you told me earlier, your flowers can look great, your shrubs can look great, but if your lawn looks like crap, it just ruins the whole thing.
Exactly.
It's like having an ugly pair of shoes with a beautiful dress,
That's
right?
exactly right. And what we want to do is to get your lawn barefoot friendly.
Oh, look at her barefoot.
So you can wiggle those toes in the lawn. Nothing worse than going out in your lawn and walking across it and feel like you're walking on gravel.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is encourage you to get out on your own and learn how to take care of your lawn and have a beautiful weed-free lawn.
Okay, so what's the first step?
First step is, number one, if you've never done anything to your lawn, my first recommendation is actually let's do a soil sample.
Okay.
You can do a soil sample yourself, which we sell kits to do that, or you can actually bring a sample in to me, and I'll actually do a soil sample for you.
So do you take some from different parts or just one?
It's just according. If you have an area in your lawn and it is not doing well, and you just can't get grass to grow there, but you get grass to grow everywhere else, yes, we can do a specific area. If you want to do your overall lawn, is what we recommend is to go about 4 different places in your lawn. Go down about 6 inches deep. Get a sample of soil, put it in a sandwich bag, and do that 4 different places, and then bring that sample in to me. I lay it up and let it dry, and then I'll do a sample for you. What we do an overall pH on your lawn to find out where your pH level is. You could be acidic, you could be alkaline, so we need to determine that in order to get a good lawn, because the key component to having a beautiful lawn is to have the right pH level, so the grass can actually absorb the fertilizer that you're going to feed it.
Because you can fertilize it and then it not actually take it in?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, because
so
if
you could be wasting your money there.
Yes, if your pH level is out of kilter, then the thing about it is what you're doing basically when you do liming, you're actually sweetening the soil.
Okay.
And you're to absorb the nutrients from the fertilizer.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right, so we find out what we need. So is it a thing that I come and I buy big bags of stuff and one of these and do it myself? Or do you guys do it for me?
Nope, you have to do it yourself.
Okay.
We want you to get exercise. And that's one key thing. It takes you it's according to what size lawn you have, but it can take you anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending on what size lawn you have. And very, very, very easy to do. I mean, why have a big truck pull in your front yard and start spraying that you don't really know if that technician knows what they're doing or not. And each individual yard is going to be different than, my lawn is probably going to be different than your lawn.
Right.
So mine may need something different than yours, and so that way you're doing individual basis. And that's why we're here at Evergreen. We're here to help you. So when you come in the door, you make sure to ask us what steps you need to do to your lawn, because each time you come in, it'll be something different.
All right.
Okay?
So you can use one of these, your big spreader.
Yes.
All right, if you've got a few bare spots, like I had to have a gas line put in, so they dug it up, so I need grass over that. Do I plant seed first, or do I fertilize, or do I do it? What do I need to do?
Well, what you need to do is there's different fertilizers whenever you're doing grass seed and things. If you're doing for instance, right now what we're doing is weed out with lawn fertilizer, and weed out is to be put down to take care of the weeds, your existing weeds that's up in your lawn right now. Right now you've got dandelions, you've got wild onions, you've got chickweed, you've got henbit. There's oolins and oolins of weeds up right now because those are cool temperature weeds. So those come up, and we've got a chemical that actually you can put down that's granular, and you can put that down while the grass is damp early in the morning. Put it down. Needs not to rain for at least 36 hours because it needs to absorb into that leaf to get down to the root system. And if it does rain, then you're just going to go back and you're going to spray anyway. Keep in mind, if you want to have a weed-free lawn, one application of a weed killer is never going to take care of all the weeds. So you're going to have to follow up by doing some type of spray, which we recommend using the weed-free zone. Weed-free zone works with temperatures down to 40 degrees up to 90 degrees, okay? So it's a good all-around spray for killing weeds in the lawn.
So once you've done the weed out,
how
long before you do the spray?
Okay, 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks. Because
and do you spray the entire lawn, or just where you see the
spot spray?
Spot spray.
Now, if you have a whole entire lawn of weeds, you don't want to just walk around and do the weeds, yes, by all means, get you a good sprayer and spray the whole entire lawn.
Well, my theory for many years was if it was green, That's okay.
No,
I don't.
no.
Yeah, I know now. Now that I've become your friend, I know different.
Okay. Now keep in mind, you talk about seeding. If you need to seed, the best time to seed your lawn is going to be fall.
Oh, really?
Okay? Yes, because you got a lot of rainfall. It's cooler temperatures. You don't have a hot, dry season coming up on you. Okay.
All right, I missed that boat. So now what do I do?
Well, a lot of times you have to do some, like you had a gas line put in, so you needed to put some seed down. So what we talk about is prepping the soil. If you have a bare spot, what you need to do is take a rake, rough it up, or bring a little bit of topsoil in, and then you can add you a good seed, and you also need to use a good starter fertilizer.
Okay.
And a starter fertilizer actually contains some phosphorus, and that helps the seed to germinate a lot better.
Alrighty. And then if I just fail at that miserably, I can get, this is sod,
Yes,
right?
we actually sell sod. We sell it in 2 foot by 5 foot sections, and what a better way than just go home, rough up the ground, lay it down, water it in. Key thing is water. You got to keep it watered. And now all the people that is actually seeding and sodding in the spring, you got to keep in mind when it turns off hot and dry, whether your grass looks pretty and green or not, your new grass.
Right.
The thing about it is that root system hasn't gotten deep enough in order to pull the moisture from the ground.
Okay.
So you're going to have to give it a little bit of moisture to keep it growing.
All right. And as far as the hardware, you sell all the hardware, right?
We sell all the hardware. We sell spreaders that you put down the granular with. We actually have sprayers that you put the liquid on with. We have the little seeds spreader that you can do, and you can also use that for fertilizer too. If you don't want a big one of these in your garage or anything, we have these little handheld ones that you can do.
All right. And there are different kinds of grass seed, right?
There is different kinds of grass seed
How do you
out
know
there.
what?
Everybody has their own preferable things on grass seed. We actually sell the TLC blend, which is a mixture of 3 different tall fescues. And a blend of fescues is better than using just one particular fescue. This one actually happens to be Titan, Rendition, and Hudson. And you have the bags out there that you have that's Kentucky 31. I don't preferably like Kentucky 31 because it actually is a clumpy grass, and I like for each blade to come up and have a good blade of grass.
And then my neighbor did this thing where he planted some kind of grass that it turns brown in the winter and then turns green in the summer.
That's a zoysia grass. A lot of people have their lawns plugged with zoysia, and then we also have that pesky Bermuda grass, and everybody has Bermuda grass that lives in this area. Bermuda grass, actually, it is green. It's brown right now. It is just now starting to turn green. So a lot of people confuse that with crabgrass. They'll come in and they say, "Oh, I've got a terrible crop of crabgrass. I need something to kill it." Yes, we do have something to kill crabgrass, but I don't have anything that's going to kill the Bermuda grass. I have something that will control Bermuda grass. Just come and see me, and we'll talk about that once it turns green.
All right. So to get started, they need to do the soil test.
Soil test.
And you sell a kit, or you can bring it in and you'll do it for us.
I'll do it for you.
And that starts the whole ball
That
game.
starts the ball game.
And then we go with the fertilizer, we go with the seed, we go with the spray. And so if I started now, how long before my lawn looks great?
Well,
depends on how horrible it looks, right?
No, once you put your fertilizer down and you water it in really well, you're going to see a remarkable difference within a week or so. You're going to see it start greening up and getting really lush. But now, if your lawn has been neglected for several years, keep in mind you're looking at a 2 or 3 year program.
Okay,
to get it perfect. Yes.
And if you're the one lawn in the neighborhood that has dandelions, your neighbors aren't going to like you very well, are they?
They don't like you very well. One key thing that I do whenever I'm mowing, if I see a dandelion in my yard, I push mow, and as I'm mowing, I reach down, I pull that bloom off of it, so I know I go back later.
You're not spreading it?
No, so it won't spread. So I go back later, and I actually spray the weed itself.
Okay.
Just to keep that from heading out or anything. One other thing, keep in mind, a lot of people don't like dandelions, but I just researched, and that's the first source of food that bees get.
Well, my wife was telling me that the other day. She goes, maybe we should leave a few of them.
So I've got an orchard.
Oh,
so what I do is I leave all the dandelions in my orchard because I want the bees to pollinate my fruit trees. So.
All right, if I can go back to fertilizer, I've got a dog.
Okay.
Is fertilizer going to mess with my dog in any way?
Keep in mind, you want to treat your dog just like you would do your children. I don't know, but some people treat their dogs a little bit better than children. But anyway.
Yeah, she's right behind the camera there.
Keep in mind, what you want to do is actually put it down, water it in, let it dry really well. Then you can turn your pet out on it.
Okay.
The only way that's really going to harm the pet is if you leave the bag open and the pet gets in there and starts eating the fertilizer. But how many dogs are going to eat a fertilizer?
Yeah, that's true. All righty. So Evergreen, you're here on Riverport Road in Kingsport.
We have
Also one in Colonial Heights,
We
right
have
there across
Colonial
from Food
Heights.
City.
Yes.
So check it out, give them a call, ask for Karen.
Or ask for John or any of our staff.
Yeah.
We train all of our staff to know about how to take care of lawns. So any of us can actually help you. At
And
any
let me
time.
give a shout out the lady that was in Colonial Heights for years. I think she may have retired.
Betty, yeah,
But
Betty.
what a sweet lady, and
Yeah.
I mean, boy, was she
Yes, we miss Betty.
was she knowledge,
Yeah. Yes,
knowledge
she was.
on 2 feet. But you're all that way.
Yeah, we train everybody to be that way.
All right, Evergreen Home and Garden Showplace. Let's get the grass, and we're going to do one of these every Wednesday.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about feeding birds. We're going to plant trees, and who knows what all we'll
Flowers,
get into.
you name it.
And you've got seminars that you do as well.
We do seminars every Saturday. Go on to our website at egardenplace.com or just give us a call at 423-245-GROW or 245-4769. And also call the Colonial Heights store, which is 239-4769. And there's all the time different things. We have some make and take seminars where you can come in and create something on your own and then take it home with you afterwards. And then also we have informational seminars. So we usually do that all the way up through spring. We take the summer off because there's a lot of things not going on during the summer. Then we start back up in the fall.
Okay. And you've got a two-page spread in the current issue of VIPC magazine.
And
So
tip
check
two
those
is
out
actually
too.
how to get a weed-free lawn.
There you go. Lots of tips, lots of information. Come on down.